2, 1.
Okay. Sweet. Hello, welcome everyone. I hope you can all hear me. If you cannot hear me, if there's any problem with the video or audio or any technical difficulties, please feel free to let us know in the messages. And in the meantime, before we actually start our presentation, please make sure you scan the QR code and sign into the event. In this way, you will also be entered into a raffle at the end, and you'll have a chance to win gift cards. We'll give you like a couple of minutes for you to scan the QR code. Make sure you respond in the chat to let us know that you're done or something, so we can gauge like what's the response. Okay, this is a very new way of presenting and giving a speech in front of so many people because there's like no feedback. Op-amps have a better way to deal with this than me at this point, but hopefully we'll have a good event.
You're doing great, Files.
Thank you. I needed that. Thank you, Vedant. So yeah, keep giving me feedback through the messages and also like officers through the audio. That'll be helpful. I wish there was a way for them to see the QR code and also like the social media handles at the same time, but maybe we'll give them a couple of minutes at the end to follow us as well. Someone saying they cannot hear us. Okay, we're getting compliments and some questions. Let's see. Well, if you're done with like signing in, just make sure you comment that you're done. That way we can like have an idea like how many people are finishing up or not. Wait, there's Shubham. Hey Shubham, thank you for joining us. That was the best VP to be here. Okay, sounds good. Okay, we're getting some done responses right now, so that's good. We'll give it like 30 more seconds, and then we can probably like go to the next slides.
Oh, that's a lot of done. That best BP, that was uncalled for. Just want to point that out.
Okay, no, sure, Jared. Thank you for taking the lead on that. Okay, that's a lot of duns. So 95 people are watching at the moment. I think a lot of people are done. Sounds good. So we can go to the next slide right now, I think, and we can come back to the sign-in sheet at the end as well. What do you guys think? The officers, any feedback regarding that? Sounds good? Okay, let's move on to the next slide then. Mira, do you mind going to the next slide? Sweet. So as I mentioned about the raffle, we'll be giving out some gift cards to like really good places like Subway for you to eat healthy and Starbucks to get you that caffeine dose. So make sure you follow us on the social media handles that we have put out on the screen and also sign in. And at the end of our meeting, we'll give you another chance to sign in and also like we'll announce the winners. So I'll give you like 2 minutes on this screen too. It's a little slow, but it's hard for me to gauge. It's better to be slow probably than like just skip away too fast. So this is very interesting. I'm having an interesting experience, to be honest. This is how YouTubers do and gamers do. Subway. Sid wants some Subway. We all have like fans. People are rooting for Ellen, Jared, Mira, everyone. Good job, guys.
I love my fans. I just want to point that out. Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate it.
You guys have done a good job. We have Jeremy, one of our very capable tutors. He still helps us out, although he has graduated. So thank you, Jeremy, for still staying with the community. IEEE for gamers? Maybe that's something we can consider, actually. Interesting. Now that we have so much free time at home. We had an IEEE soccer intramural team, and the results of that was interesting, but we participated. That counts. So maybe we can participate in some gaming competitions too. We'll consider that. Saravan has a fan too. Saravan, good job. Saravan, it's your first first kickoff you're attending, right?
Yep. Thank you.
I hope you have a good experience. Saravan has a lot of fans, actually. That's pretty good. You invited all your friends?
Yep. Made sure I posted on Instagram. So
sweet. Okay, we'll move on to the next slides. I think you guys had enough time to like follow that, or we'll put it at the end as well, so you can just like our social media handles later on. So we'll go ahead and get started. We have about 116 people watching right now, and more joining, actually. I don't know if we should wait a little longer, but what do you guys think? Should we wait a little longer, officers?
Let's move on. I mean, just circle back if we have to.
Okay, sounds good. And we will also be sending like a PDF of these slides to everyone who's attending. So in case you missed something here, you can actually like follow up. So let's go on and get started. Sweet. I need to see something. Give me a minute here. Sounds great. I'm gonna welcome you again to our first general meeting for fall 2020. It's like the first general meeting of the new virtual era. We're all exploring it in our own different ways, and we're trying to figure out how we can like do the things better, everything better, basically. So I hope all of you who are attending this meeting and who are not, who are part of UTD community and IEEE community in large, are staying safe and are doing well with their work as well. So the purpose of this meeting will be basically to explain to you like what IEEE is about, what we do, what are the resources that we are providing through the virtual platforms to our students, to our members this semester. And usually what I do, I ask people to raise hands, like how many of them are freshmen and how many of them are attending our meeting for the first time. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask it to you guys as well. Just write it on the comments if this is your first meeting that we're attending, because I go over like a brief history of what IEEE is. And depending on the response, I make it shorter or longer because I don't want to bore you guys. It's like 3 new people and I just give the whole speech. It's gonna be really boring. So make sure to comment in the comment section if this is your like first meeting, if you're a freshman, or even if you're not a freshman, but this is your first IEEE meeting. I'll wait for a little bit. There's a delay in response. It's all coming back to my electrical engineering classes. So, okay. Actually, no response. I'll just keep it short. Oh, this is my first meeting. Sure, sweet. A lot of Sid Devich first meeting. Wow, lying, setting a bad example, Sid. Okay, a lot of first meetings. So we'll just go ahead and get started. So IEEE stands for Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. It is the world's largest professional and technical organization in the world with over 450,000 members in over 160 countries. So it's a very global organization, and the activities and the events it hosts, or like the different scopes of the organization, is very dynamic and diverse, and probably the most dynamic and diverse as any technical organization goes. We are the student chapter of IEEE at UT Dallas, and there are actually thousands of student chapters around the world at most universities or most big universities. What is our purpose? Like what we do is very similar to why IEEE was formed in the first place. It was formed back in like 1884. That's over 100 years ago. One spring evening, a bunch of people including the likes of Graham Bell and then Thomas Edison, who came together to form a community that would like consist of people in technology, and they would help each other in different struggles that everyone goes through. You know, it doesn't have to be entirely technical, but a community is there like when anyone needs advising or anything that they need help with. So that's what our goal is as well. And that is why we host the different events and activities and workshops and all that to just like serve our community better. As the meeting proceeds, we'll be going over the different committees that we have, the different events we're going to be hosting this semester. Some of them have been already finalized, and some of them are still in the planning stages. That's why it's important that you sign in so we can get you added to the mailing list and you can stay updated. Similarly, it's important that you follow us on social media so we can like get updates regularly. I will not go into further details about like what IEEE does and what IEEE is about. If you're a freshman, you're going to hear the word IEEE a lot of times throughout your career as an undergrad. I can assure you that. And you will feel proud that you're part of that organization as well. So I hope you consider joining us as we go along. Let's get started with the next slides. And the next slide will be giving you an overview of how we'll be going on with our meeting. We'll start off with officer introductions. And I just realized that I haven't introduced myself, and I've been speaking, and many of you have been questioning, like, there's all these people, why is this guy speaking? And it's not the first time that I have forgotten to mention who I am when I started speaking in my 2 years of serving as the president of IEEEUTD. There you go, I just slid it in, I'm the president of IEEEUTD. So it's my pleasure to be hosting you all and leading such an amazing group of officers. So coming back to the agenda, we'll start off with officer introductions, and then we'll have some announcements, and then description of the different committees that we have, and then we'll go over the upcoming events, and we will talk and we'll emphasize on the recruitment, where we'll be opening up officer positions for this semester that you can apply for and basically get an interview. And then we've also invited our collaborating clubs. We deeply believe in collaboration between all the different organizations that are in ECS and ECE specifically, because I think forming groups and collaborating definitely makes you more stronger. You can help each other. That's like a community of communities, and which is always better. So without further delay, we'll just get started. Mira, let's go to the next slides. There we go, our lovely team. You can see me. I wish my face got a little more light than it did, or maybe some more editing, but I'm happy with this. So this is our great team. I think we are very united, and we are very great friends, even outside of work as well. So I'll talk more about team and unity when I talk about recruitment. So we'll wait for that. Let's go ahead and introduce each officer and their positions. Can you go to the next slide, Mira? Okay, sweet. So as I mentioned, I am Fayaz, a computer engineering senior and the president of IEEE. Jared, can you take over?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Jared Klavan. I'm the vice president of IEEE. I'm a senior mechanical engineer.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Mira Jambasaria. I am a vice president for IEEE. This year, I am a senior computer engineering major, and I'm moderating in the chat.
Hey y'all, I'm Dylan Hugh. I'm co-secretary of IEEE, and I'm a sophomore in electrical engineering.
Hi, I'm Julie. I'm the treasurer, and I'm a junior in computer engineering.
Hi everyone, I'm Kirthana and I'm a director of tutoring and I'm a senior computer engineering major.
Hey everyone, my name is Pranav. I'm also a senior computer engineering major and I'm also the director of tutoring at IEEE.
Hey guys, I'm Muntasir Khalif. I'm a co-director of public relations with Rashad. I'm a senior in electrical engineering. All right.
Hey everyone, my name is Rashad and I'm also a co-director of public relations and I am a senior computer engineering major.
Hey y'all, I'm Alan Liao. I'm a co-director of tech with Sarvan and I'm a senior in computer science.
Hey guys, I'm Sarvan Narayanan. I'm a co-director of tech with Alan and I'm a sophomore in electrical engineering.
Hey, I'm Vidansh. I'm the head of the Forge and a senior in software engineering.
Sweet, that was our wonderful team. And they will talk more about what their role is at IEEE as they describe their committees. So we'll just move on to that right now. The next slide, Mira. We'll start off by tutoring, which has been the most popular aspect of IEEE-UTD. And the director of tutoring, Kirtana and Pranav, will talk about how they're conducting their tutoring in this new virtual world.
Hi guys. So we officially offer tutoring for 5 subjects for digital systems, IEEE 1202, digital circuits, electrical network analysis, and signals and systems. But if you come on to tutoring, we we'll probably have someone that can help you with any kind of question that you have. We also offer exam reviews for these, for digital systems, digital circuits, electrical network analysis, and signals and systems. And usually we will post the YouTube live link for our exam reviews in our Discord. So make sure you join that. And we'll be sending it out to our mailing list. So make sure you join that. Can we go to the next slide?
Yeah, sure.
So the way you get to tutoring is you scan that QR code and you join our Discord channel. And when you do, you're going to see an entire list of tutoring related rooms. And if you go into #tutoring, you're going to be able to send in any question that you have, and you can tag what subject it's for, and a tutor that's online and tutors for that subject will be able to come online and tell you to go to tutoring room 1 or tutoring room 2. And you guys can talk about everything over a voice call, or you can share screens. And if you need to send anything to each other, you can do it in our #whiteboard channel.
Sounds great. Just to answer a few questions that we got in regard to that. You will, so we had a sign-in QR code in the beginning. We'll get back to that at the end, so just wait till the end of the meeting, you can sign in. And are we recruiting tutors this semester, Kirtana?
We are recruiting tutors this semester. We currently have a lot of applications, but if you're really enthusiastic about becoming a tutor, you can just message me on Discord or email me and I'll get back to you.
Sounds great. So definitely make sure to join our Discord server. That's where majority of our member communication and interaction happens. And also our tutoring is in Discord as well. So just message Kirtana regarding your interest with tutoring, and she'll be happy to help you. With tutoring, as Kirtana was mentioning, that you can almost get help with any course. It's not the 5 course. Those are the 5 course we officially tutor, and we have test reviews and stuff for them. But historically, we have helped CS students with digital logic and computer architecture, and almost any student with signals and systems, or anything that our engineers are capable of solving, it's a problem. So we have the minds to solve it. So if they're available, just feel free to ask your question, and we'll definitely be happy to help you.
And if you see somebody needing help on something and you know how to solve it, you can feel free to come on and help as well. We don't stop anybody.
Yeah, that's a brilliant thing you mentioned, definitely. So that's the community we're talking about. And this is the approach we're taking to building that. Thank you, Kirtana. So moving on to the next slides, we have Forge. Vedansh, take over.
Hey guys, so another great way to get involved with IEEE is the Forge. It's where we have teams of students working together to solve real-world engineering problems and come up with solutions for the UT-DOS community, anything which clubs might need, and organizations, ways to help improve the community and what IEEE is able to give back. With some projects we have this semester are the event board, where we're creating a way for the makerspace to just display events in their TVs and SPN. Another major project is the IEEE website redesign, and we'll be starting that this semester for the first time. Well, you can expect applications for that to come out soon, sometime this week, in an email.
Okay, sounds great. So Forge was an initiative that we took last semester, and it was going pretty well up until COVID hit. And I think we can say the same for a lot of other things that everyone was doing. So we still continue, wish to continue the Forge projects in a virtual way, where people can still work on projects to develop their skills. And as Vedansh mentioned, just stay updated with our email and social media to know more about it. And definitely we'll have opportunities for you. So, okay, let's move to the next slide. Tech Committee, another exciting and one of my favorite committees. I've had the pleasure to work for Tech Committee myself. So let's see what they have to offer. Alan and Sarvan.
Hey guys, this is the Tech Committee. Basically what we do is we create technical workshops to help refine your engineering skills. Previously, we've done soldering workshops and we've worked with Arduinos. Now we can't because we don't have access to Makerspace, so we are going to do it online. The events we have are a Tinkercad keyless door lock workshop, which is going to be September 18th, and then we also have a TI workshop on October 2nd.
Yeah, and for the TI workshop, there's going to be more information later on, including an application for it. So make sure to sign up for that. So this semester for the technical committee, we're actually having, we're creating 3 new positions for the technical committee. So the committee itself is going to be consisting of these 3 officers, including me and Sarvan as the tech directors. So the positions are going to be a technical liaison, which you'll be in charge of contacting and reaching out to either student organizations on campus at UTD for any kind of collaborations in creating these workshops. Or you can also be reaching out to industry companies, and you can, so for example, this TI workshop was done in collaboration with TI, right? And so, yeah, so as the technical liaison, you'll be in charge of that. For the website director, you will be helping manage the IEEE website and providing input and really just website development. So if you're interested in that, please look out for the application and definitely apply for that. And for the workshop development team, this will be consisting of several members, not just one single officer. Essentially, this team will be in charge of taking care of the nitty-gritty details of putting together a workshop, a technical workshop. So every single time we create a Tinkercad workshop or a soldering workshop, which is discontinued now, but there's a lot of things that need to be considered, and we have to go, including like running through the workshop, figuring out different kinks to it, and making sure to solve out all those problems before the workshop. And so if you're interested in leading those, helping organize and lead those workshops, definitely apply for that. Now, if you're uncomfortable about applying for any of these positions, or you're afraid that you might not have as much experience, then we do have the technical volunteer opportunity for everyone, actually. So for people who want to just kind of gain some hands-on experience, whether that's like trying out the workshops, technical workshops that they're creating for the first time, definitely sign up to be a technical volunteer. This is also a really good opportunity to kind of gain experience for to become a potential officer for the technical director or any kind of IEEE officer position. So definitely sign up for any of these. And for the technical committee, we're going to have an interest meeting. Our first interest meeting will be on Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. on September 11th. So definitely come to that if y'all are interested in signing up or applying. And the link will be on the IEEE website.
Sounds great. So anyone who's interested in joining any of this position has to attend that interest meeting, Alan?
Yes. So at the interest meeting, we'll be answering any kind of questions that anyone has regarding these positions, and also kind of, basically just kicking off the semester for the tech committee.
Sounds great. So that's what Ayushi, that should answer your question. So basically, you'll get more details and learn how to apply for these positions at the interest meeting. And just to add a little bit more to what Alan has already explained, this is a way for you to serve the ECS community by providing workshops and interesting skill building events that helps the students. But it's also a way for you to develop your own skills, because anyone, including Alan and Sarvan and all the committee members who are working on our collaborations with TI or Microsoft or IBM or other companies, they're in direct contact with representatives from those companies. And you learn the different skills of how to communicate with them over email or how to ask for a favor. And also you build all these connections, and that's definitely helpful. So this is a two-way beneficial street, and you should definitely consider this opportunity.
Hey, one more thing, Fayaz.
Sure, go ahead.
Last year, I was in most of y'all's position. I was a freshman, and I became a technical volunteer. And I spent my time, and I did my work, and now I'm becoming a technical director. So it's a great opportunity for y'all to become a volunteer and then work your way up in the IEEE officer community. Back to you, Fayaz.
Definitely. Thank you, Sarvan, for bringing that up. That's an excellent point. And I think that's the story for many of us. Even for myself, I have started at the technical committee. and then just like walked or crawled my way up. But yeah, so this is definitely very helpful. And even what I learned while being part of the technical committee has been useful for me. So exciting stuff ahead. Really looking forward to it. Let's move on to the next slide. So the events committee. So the events committee has been doing like one of the greatest works from any committee that I've seen during my time at IEEE in the past few semesters. And I think the what do you call it? Like flyers speak for that as well. Like it vouches for the quality of work that they have been producing. And events committee will be explained more by Rishabh and Muntasir.
All right, so in the events committee, we plan and help run events like the internship panel and the Halloween social, which we had last year. So this semester, we're focusing on planning new events that can happen virtually. And we also do a lot of public relations stuff. So we post on Facebook and Instagram, which you guys should follow, by the way. And we also respond to DMs and emails.
And as you can see, we have like the creative freedom to create fun events for all of us to connect and interact with each other. And on that note, we would love to add like new members to the committee so we can continue to create fun events that keep you interested. So please feel free to apply to our committee. The form is going to be on our website, and we're going to elaborate on that later. But as you can see on the presentation slide, at the bottom is showcasing some of the attendees at our meetings. Some of the meetings will be, member oriented, and I think Fayaz can elaborate later on that and like becoming a member and all that stuff. But the events committee has a pretty important job because we cover event planning and public relations, so we kind of maintain the relationship, at least concerning events like the TI, resume and workshop when it's not in the hands of our co-VP and our president. It falls onto our hands, and so it's really interesting. If you guys want to join, please feel free. Once again, you'll get a lot of experience in terms of both stimulating your creative side as well as technical side and design and things like that. So
yeah. Definitely well explained, Muntasir and Rishabh. So events committee is also very organized. And how many members do we have in the events committee right now?
Currently we have 10 members total.
10 members. So that's like the size of an a regular organization you can consider them to be. They're like very self-sufficient, and we have different people like handling multiple roles, including like responding to social media questions or like reaching out to companies for collaboration and all these different kinds of things that we do. And as we get like a larger committee, we're gonna increase our collaboration because we can like we just have more manpower to do more events and everything. So we have a lot of the events committee members in the chat that they responded. And thank you guys for joining the meeting. I don't know how to like just appreciate them enough. I mean, under the leadership of Muntasir and Rishabh, and previously Elisa, they have just like mastered the art of like how to run a successful committee. So good job, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, I really got to give it to our members. It's not just us two. It's really our committee, because we couldn't, like, for example, even this presentation itself, we definitely needed their help with us too. It wasn't enough. So it takes a load off our back, and it spreads the experience all together. So
no, thanks to you guys too for like organizing the committee in that way and delegating the task properly. So I think we all like came together to make this happen. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd love to point out, guys, also one of the best things about the events committee is when you're looking for jobs and internships, it's one thing to be good at, what you're doing for your major, your coding, your engineering, whatever it is. The thing that makes you really get those jobs is being special and being unique. What makes you different from every other engineering student that's applying for this? Because you're competing with a lot of people. And something like events, you're being creative, being outside the box, working with others, and leading things. Those are all skills and traits that people absolutely love to see. So I highly recommend, testing out these going out of your bounds and just learning new things and being creative. Have this in your portfolio. Highly recommend it.
Definitely. Excellent point, Jared. Definitely. And to be honest, like all these committees and all these different things that you're part of, this gives you like a different experience. And, like it's not just a line on your resume. You can actually like talk about it, bring up a story from it. And that can like be the decision making between whether you get the job or not. Because how the interviews are like, especially the behavioral interviews go, they want you to like describe scenarios where you have actually worked with team and like made a project happen. So that's what we're trying to like create here. So it's definitely, I highly encourage you to like consider applying for committee members and officer positions. Let's move on to the next slide. Upcoming events. So now we're going to be talking about like some of the exciting events that we have like coming up in the next month, or we're already in the next month. So these are the events that we have already finalized, but we're definitely adding more events to the list, and you'll get to know as they get added. The events usually take a little bit of planning, and before we don't want to mention it before we have like actually confirmed all the logistics. So, but these are all the confirmed events. So guys, take over from here.
Right.
So we got a lot of events coming up this month. The first event is the TI recruitment event. And so we've actually partnered with TI, and some of the representatives will critique your resume and see if you're a good fit to intern or work at TI. Qualified candidates can go through the first round of interview process. And there's also more information on the next slide, and we will be sending out an email after this meeting. Also keep in mind that there's a limited amount of spots available. So if you guys are interested, you guys should sign up quickly. And then our next event is the Microsoft Azure event. And it's really cool. You guys can learn a lot more about cloud computing. So if you guys are interested, definitely show up to the virtual workshop.
And next we have our TI technical workshop. From the description, yeah, you can create your own portable gaming device. I'm going to let the technical committee to elaborate on that more. And we do have dates for all of these events coming up, but those will be released like with the flyer that you'll see in the upcoming slides. So next we have the IEEE Day. That's officially on, it's always on October 1st. Yeah, October 1st, yeah. And you know, for this year, we're gonna try to do something more interactive with you guys. This is mainly sort of type of meet and greet with you guys. So if we can do something similar to a social or something of that sorts that's IEEE related, we're going to do that. And that's kind of in the works, but it's definitely set on October 1st. And so you guys can look forward to that.
Okay, sounds great. Next slide, please. The TI resume review. So Muntasir, are you gonna discuss this?
Yeah, so the TI resume review. So like I said, it's going to be, the date is right there. It's September 9th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Here, you're going to be able to talk one-on-one with TI engineers. It's going to be a 10-minute session. And so they're just going to go over your resume and see what you've done and what you're a good fit for. So TI is actually mainly looking for upcoming juniors and seniors. So if you're that, then you know, good news. If you have a 3.0 GPA and above, that's good as well. And I'm sure you guys have all been using Microsoft Teams, so hopefully you're getting a little bit accustomed to how that platform works. This event will also be on Microsoft Teams. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay, if you guys want to sign up, yeah, the QR code is right there. Feel free. You know, maybe we can wait a minute or two for some people to scan that QR code.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we can come back to it if you guys want. I'm not looking at the chat, but
I mean, we'll also send an email after this.
Right.
Sounds great. So I'll just talk a little bit more about this, and then this will give you guys time to like actually scan the code as well. This is basically a one-on-one chance to meet with a recruiter and them going over your resume. So, and they have mentioned that they'll give you at least 10 minutes to go over your resume. And if they like your resume and it fits their requirements, they can offer you an interview on the spot. So this is probably as good as the networking event can get in a virtual world. And I really highly encourage you to like just don't delay and just apply for this position as quickly as you get it. And if you meet the requirements, of course. And it's going to be first come, first serve, because we only have a limited number of seats as well. So we cannot serve everyone, but we're constantly in the lookout for like similar opportunities. So just stay updated with our mailing list, and you'll get to know about the next opportunities that are there. So yeah, we can move on to the next slide, I think. The technical workshop with TI Tech Committee.
Yeah, Tech Committee.
So this is the one where we're going to work with TI again. We're going to create your own portable gaming device. So that's pretty cool. You're going to be working with TI engineers. They're going to be teaching you how to create with the TI launch pads and all the tools you see over there. You get cool TI swag too. You get to learn about embedded systems, and the gadgets will be shipped to you. I think the price is going to be $15, and applications are going to be, we have limited seating for this one too. So please make sure to sign up for the QR code.
Yeah, definitely. This is a really exciting event. And as you know, we cannot host the soldering workshop because of COVID, because we cannot like get in the, you have to definitely break social distancing for that to happen. So we're partnering with Texas Instruments, who can actually afford a workshop like this, where they'll be sending you merchandise and equipment's worth of like over $50. And we'll be subsidizing it for just $15 for you to attend. And you get to keep this stuff, and there will be TI engineers actually like leading you through the workshop, and our technical committee members and events committee members moderating the workshop. So they're gonna do it before you, so they can help you and answer questions when we're going through this workshop. So I highly encourage everyone to apply for this workshop, and the seats are limited once again, so don't delay. We'll go to the next slide. So now we want to give an opportunity to our collaborating organizations to talk about like all the exciting work that they have been doing. And we are also constantly on the lookout for like actually hosting events in collaboration ourselves. We have tried that in the past and hosted some in the past as well. Now in a virtual world, it's a little more tricky, but we're definitely up for like anything that's possible to do. And we'll start with the first organization that we have lined up. Here is SWE. So is it Elisa from SWE, or oh, Elisa is not in SWE, I think. Okay. Can the SWE representative please unmute their mics? Who is... Mira, do you know who's speaking from SWE?
Hi, I'll try to contact them. We can just move on to the next slide, and then I'll
sounds
try
good.
and get in touch with them.
Sure. Let's move on to the next slide. ACM, I think Sid is here. Sid,
yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, Meda just joined. Should we have SWE go first?
Yes. Meda, are you ready?
Yes, I'm actually ready.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we can just backtrack one slide. Okay, sweet. Take over, Meda.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I just finished class, so my bad that I was a little bit late.
We completely understand, definitely. It's fine. Meda, are you there? Wait, can you guys hear me? Okay. I think Meda was just cut off there for a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Meda, your voice is getting cut off.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Just
yeah,
like,
now it's better. A lot better.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'm so sorry I'm having internet issues.
Not a problem.
But hi, everyone. My name is Maida. I am currently the president of our Society of Women Engineers section. Okay. Honestly, we can go to the next organization and I'll...
Okay, so I think her audio is getting cut off a little bit. So we'll just go to Sid and we'll wait for Maida at the end. So let's go to the next slide. Sid, you can speak.
All right. Hi, my name is Sid. I'm the current president for ACM. ACM stands for the Association for Computing Machinery, and we're the largest computer science organization at UTD. Sorry if you saw me making bad jokes in the YouTube live chat. I like to give Fives a hard time sometimes. We're really privileged that we work closely with IEEE on events. This semester, we're probably going to have a joint event with TI. And in the past, we've had joint socials and joint industry events as well. So hopefully we'll be able to continue working with them. But regardless of whether you join IEEE, ACM, SWE, or any other student organization, you should try to get involved in a student organization. And I think that's the most important thing you can gain from this kickoff, because as Faiz said earlier, you know, it's not like a one-way street. You gain a lot about talking to recruiters and organizing events, and these are all extremely valuable skills. So just plugging every ECS organization out there. So back to ACM. So ACM is the largest CS organization at UTD, and we have a couple of things that we do. The most recent initiative that we started is called ACM Research, and the applications for that are still open. ACM Research basically puts you into a team of 4 or 5 students, and you may be working with a tenured research faculty to basically spin up a entry-level research project. So one of them is going to be with convolutional neural networks. Another will be with streaming 3D live video, and that'll be with working with Dr. Ravi Prakash. So these kind of research projects, they're a great way for you to build your side project resume and kind of get into your first engineering internship, which is, and you definitely need to have side projects, at least in computer science, to do that. Regardless, you all are welcome to apply, regardless of your major, if that's something you find interesting. Next, we have ACM projects. So projects unfortunately closed the applications, but just to talk about it very quick, projects puts you into a team of 4 or 5 students, and you build a semester-long sort of either a web application or a mobile application. And yeah, it's just a great way to get started and get industry mentorship and get that first side project on your resume. So I know a lot of you may be computer engineering, and maybe some of you electrical engineers as well, may actually end up going into software engineering. And unfortunately, as Faiz has recently learned, you need to be good at technical interview questions. And technical interview prep is a very specific skill, and that's something that we have a lot of help with. And every week we're throwing a technical interview prep session for free. It just ended for today, but it's every Wednesday at 6 p.m. You can find all that information in our Discord. So all of this information is in our Discord. We have a very active community of around like 700 members now, and still growing. So if you're interested in any of our programs, or you just want to talk with someone who can tell you more about what our organization does, just join our Discord. And lastly, we do throw the largest hackathon in North Texas called Hack UTD. Obviously, we can't throw a hackathon right now, so we're going to be throwing a virtual game jam this fall, and details will be released later. So essentially, everyone's going to be working on a team and making games and just having a good time. All right, thank you, Faiz.
Yeah, way to expose me in public here. Thank you. Well, thank you, Sid, for explaining all about ACM. ACM is definitely a wonderful organization to be a part of, and they're doing so many amazing things. It's just like surreal to think of it. So consider joining them and also attending our joint collaborative events. So let's move on to the next slide. IEEEUTD. So this is an organization very close to us. It's actually a subsection of the National IEEE, the Honor Society of the National IEEE. And Maxine is the president of IEEEUTD, and she will explain more about it.
Hey everyone, so my name is Maxine Cabraswan, and I'm the president of IEEE Eta Kappa Nu. So IEEE Eta Kappa Nu is an honor society open to everyone in ECS. So everyone here, SE, CE, as you can see in this chart, everyone, even B-men, if there's any B-mens here. So when you join HKN, you join for life. So even people who are currently working and in jobs can say to you, oh, you were an IEEE Eta Kappa Nu member? Me too. So when I actually went to a job fair, I think last spring, they mentioned that they were in HKN, and I was like, hey, we can talk about something. So it's a great networking opportunity, and it's a resume booster. And there are a few requirements to join, as you can see. We have this lovely GPA table. So it tells you which grade you're in, and then what GPA you might need for your major. So does anyone have any questions about that? So here we have our QR link if you have interest in Eta Kappa Nu. And so on the next, I guess you can keep looking at this GPA table and scan the QR code. So we'll sit here for a few minutes.
Yeah, sure. Sorry to interrupt you there. We got one question. What would be the point of contact for HKN, Maxine?
The point of contact?
Yeah, like where they can ask questions. Do you have a Discord or email?
There will be a Discord. So anyone who joins on this QR code, send us your email and we'll send out the link for the Discord and for all of our future events. So, and the question about what's the H in HKN, so it's Greek for Ada. So if you know the Greek alphabet, it goes like A, B, and then gamma. So G, delta. So alpha, beta, gamma, zeta, eta. So if that means anything.
Okay, sounds good. And we'll also once again send the PDF of this so you can scan it from there. And we should have a link on our website too, right, Maxine, for joining our application. So yeah, just check the HKN tab on our website, I guess.
Yeah, so our application, it's open right now. So if you apply, we will review your GPA and your transcript and your 15 hours of STEM service. So that could be anything. It could be tutoring. So the IEEE tutoring, if you have 15 hours of that, or just maybe mentoring high school students or anything related to community service in the STEM field. So.
Sounds great.
So GPA for graduates, there's a section in the Google form that says if you're a graduate, so you can fill that out. So don't worry. So we're going to have 4 events this semester. So for those of you asking what we do, it varies from semester to semester because so far we're a fairly small organization, but we're getting it off the ground and we want to renew this chapter at UTD. So our first event is next Wednesday. It is succeeding at virtual interviews and your internships. So now in this post-COVID world, everything is virtual. Here we are, all sitting at 100 different computers. But most of us who are on the HKN leadership team have had virtual internships and interviews. So for my internship this summer, all my interviews are virtual, and I sat in this chair for the entire summer for my entire internship. So I feel like a whole bunch of us could have some good information for all of you. So if you sign up on our QR link from the previous slide, you will have the link for the Teams invite for next week. And then our second event will be HKN members only. So all of you current members will have a fun social, we'll play Jackbox games and whatnot. And then our third event will be open for everyone again. So this will be our upperclassmen class advice. So I know IEEE hosts something very similar, but a lot of people in HKN are currently seniors. So we were thinking that it'd be good to transmit our knowledge from us to you. Who are the good professors? Who are the bad ones? Who has easy tests and who does not? That's important information. So that'll be mid-November. And then finally, at the end of the semester, we will have our induction. So everyone who applies right now, once you go through the process and we review your application and we tell you, hooray, you can join, we can induct you. So that will be probably around Thanksgiving break, since the first we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we finally get off on Thursday, which is different than all the other years before it. But this is an unusual year, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Thank you, Maxine. So if you have any more questions about HKN, feel free to drop it in the comment section. We'll get back to you. Now we have EIR. Do we have a representative?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead.
You can hear me, okay. Hello, everyone. I'm the president of Engineering Residence, shortened EIR. And basically, we're just a mentoring program. We try to connect any STEM student, so all engineering majors, with some industry professionals, and they'll give you technical advice or career guidance. Right now, if you go to our website, utdeir.net, we have a list of all the mentors, and you can read through their backgrounds. And if you want to book an appointment with them, we'll help facilitate like a one-on-one meeting, and you can ask them either technical advice, professional advice, whatever you'd like. And our current programs, we can't do as much this year now that everything's virtual, but we do a paired mentoring program, and that one's more involved. You'll be, some industry professionals take 2 to 3 hours out of their days every couple weeks, and they'll meet with you to go over professional topics like internships. They can read through your resumes. They'll give you advice, career advice, and then they'll also help you on a technical project, and that would differ depending on your major. It could be like a CAD project, or it could be something with Arduino. It's kind of what you're interested in. And so you can definitely email us for more information about any of this, or you can go to our website and lastly, we're also looking for artists, so definitely email us about that too, and we can respond to you about the positions available. All right, thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you. Next, we have UTD Robotics.
Hello, I'm Brendan Heck with UTD Robotics. I'm the vice president of the organization. And of course, we are more focused around robotics and of all levels as well. Whenever I first joined, I didn't really know a whole lot about like robotics. I wanted to get to know. There were several other people in the club as well that are not like EE, CE, and we actually have like more like some CS. Regardless of major, anybody's welcome to join any of these meetings. Since we can't, it's very difficult to work on things hands-on. So we're trying to make it kind of work. And we actually came up with a course that's going to be kind of a pilot program with TI, where it's going to be kind of an at pace or at your own pace modular course where you're going to get a kit and you'll be able to kind of work along with other members of the club to kind of learn more about microcontrollers and with the TI Launchpad. As of right now, we don't have a general meeting up right now, but you can join the Discord, and that's kind of where we're going to be putting a lot of our information besides the emails that will be going out as well. And we have the email up on the slide. And yeah, the best way to get in contact is through the Discord, and I can probably go ahead and put the link as well in the chat. But we typically, when we were in person, we would typically have a semester project as a club where we'd work either as an individual or in small groups, and we'd have an in-house competition, as well as trying to have, in the spring we had a competition with UT that we were going to work as a club to go there and compete against other organizations all at UT in Austin. However, due to certain events, we were unable to do that. But we are looking forward to trying to work with Arduinos, like with Tinkercad, to build circuits and everything else, and try to work with all the other members. So thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Okay, that sounds exciting. Now, Meda, can you hear me?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, actually. So we'll go to the sweet slide.
Amazing. Okay, hello everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Meda, and I'm currently the president of our Society of Women Engineers section. And SWE is an organization on campus that empowers women to succeed and advance in the field of engineering and be recognized for their life-changing contributions as engineers and leaders. So in our Society of Women Engineers section, we want to unleash our members' inner girl. So they're go-getter, innovator, risk-taker, and leader through a myriad of programs and events. So we hold several industry collaborations with companies such as AT&T, Intuit, TI, etc., where you'll be able to network with recruiters and several engineers and computer scientists, so you can kind of just hone your skill sets and be ready for the career and workplace. We also are taking 28 people to one of the largest international women in tech conferences called the WE20. And it's an amazing opportunity where you can attend several sessions and also potentially land an internship. It was very cool because the people that we took last year, every single one of them had an interview for a company, and I know people personally that received their internships through that conference. So it's a really great opportunity. But ultimately, we want to embrace you guys in our Sweester community. So we have several fun socials planned out. I know on Friday we actually have a social, which is like a Bob Ross painting social. So it's super duper fun and interactive. So those are just some of our events, but we also have 3 main new programs. So we have our SWE Match, and SWE Match is a new program where you will be able to compete and work on an engineering related project. So actually the applications for this program will start coming out on September 7th, so stay tuned. We also have an amazing new program which we're partnering with Women Who Compute. So this program is called the Ladies in Tech Mentoring Program, where an incoming freshman will be paired with a mentor so they can navigate the UT Dallas community. So it's a really great way, especially through this whole virtual environment, to understand how to go to certain events that meet your goals in the future. So that's an amazing program, and we have fantastic mentors. And also, SWE is hosting the very first gender-focused hackathon in UT Dallas's history. So We Hack is going to be happening on October 10th and 11th, and it's an amazing opportunity where you can work on a hands-on project and gain new skill sets. So essentially, this event will hopefully transform your dreams into reality. So these are some of the events that we are going to host for the whole year. And if you want to just follow us and be a part of our Sweester community, you can join our group meets by scanning the QR code. So that's going to be our primary form of communication. But feel free to also follow us on our social medias that are listed below, because we like to promote and remind you guys of some of our events through those social media platforms. So thank you guys so much.
Sounds great. Those are some really exciting events, Meda. And it's great to see SWE thrive under your and Melissa's leadership in the past few semesters. And I'm sure really great things awaits you guys. Go Swisters communities. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I hope I did something to that.
You tried.
That's great. Well, that's wonderful. That wraps our collaborating organization slides. And thank you all for sparing your time and coming and talking about your organization. And as Sid mentioned, we want to emphasize that it's important that you join our organization, regardless of which organization it is. And everyone tries in their different ways to actually give you the resources and opportunities to succeed during your college life. So please consider joining one of the organizations. Now, as we have come to almost the end of our presentation, we're going to talk about something very important. That is how we pass on the torch to the new generation of leaders for our organization, IEEE. I personally have been serving for almost 3 years of my undergrad life. This is my 3rd year, and I've been part of IEEE in some ways for almost the 3 years, and as the president for the past 2 years. And I think many others in the officer team has similar experiences like me, but also we have many new and really passionate officers like Dylan and Saravan joining us. And we want to continue that happening so that we can pass on the torch to really credible people who can make IEEE even a greater and better organization in the future. Dylan, our co-secretary, will talk about the different aspects and details of recruitment, and I'll add on a few things here and there too. So Dylan, take over.
Sure. All right. So like Faya said, we're super excited to say that we're recruiting for new officers this semester. And while this is kind of a strange year for all of us, and while most of us might not be on campus, we still are looking for really talented people to lead IEEE. Next slide, please. So we're recruiting for a large number of roles this year. As you've listened for the past few minutes to the other officers, you hopefully have a feel for what each of the committees in IEEE has to offer. But we really want to emphasize that no matter what your skills are or how much experience that you have, we're sure that there's a place for you among our team. If you're talented in digital design, photography, or marketing, you can help bring more members to IEEE as Director of Public Relations. If you're interested in building projects from the ground up and guiding a team, you can lead as head of the Forge. Or as Director of Tutoring or part of the technical committee, you can have a real role in helping students at UTD succeed in their classes and in their futures. While you might be somewhat familiar with our current officer positions, we're incredibly excited to say that we're introducing 2 entirely new roles: our Women in Engineering Coordinator and our Industry Liaison. As IEEE has grown over the past few years, more and more people from a lot of different backgrounds have joined us. And as our Women in Engineering coordinator, we're looking for someone to help foster interest and opportunities for women in our fields of study, and also to work really closely with SWE throughout the year. We've also had more companies contact us directly looking for partnerships, just like Texas Instruments. As IEEE's influence keeps growing, we need somebody who can publicly represent us to companies around the DFW area and beyond, and who will keep growing that influence. Next slide, please. So at the end of the day, right now, IEEE needs leaders. We're looking for creative thinkers, we're looking for really hard workers, and a lot of talent. And ultimately, we need you. If you've been involved with IEEE for the past few years, or if you know that you have something special that you can offer us, we're inviting you to apply. So there's a recruitment form available at the top of our website at IEEEUTD.org. And after the general meeting has ended, or in the next couple of days, just think about it. And if you do choose to apply, know that we're all excited to hear from you. Back to you, Fayez.
Thank you, Dylan. That was so well said. And we actually need officers like Dylan joining our team, because as I've come to the end of my tenure as a president, I feel proud that we have officers like this, and IEEE will be left at credible hands. So, I mean, I just want to share a little bit more about like my personal experience with IEEE. I've gone through like a whole rotational program with IEEE, kind of. I joined off as like a technical committee member, and then became the co-secretary, then became the secretary. Then when additional help was needed, I joined the technical committee as well. And then finally was elected the president my sophomore year, the second semester of my sophomore year. So I became president quite early on. And I'm really grateful that the previous officers and like the people who voted and everyone actually like believed in me, although I was just a sophomore. And like, I mean, I didn't feel like I knew much, but I felt deeply passionate about IEEE, and I dedicated a lot of time to like make it better. And I hope I did like, I was able to accomplish that to some extent. And this is your opportunity to go through like the same experience. And now as I interview for companies and jobs and stuff, and I can tell you from like the personal experience from like my past 2 weeks, I was able to talk more about IEEE than from my previous internship or research experiences. Because I think I was just more into it. Like the work that I did, it just made me feel better and gave me more sense of responsibility. I mean, it's probably not going to be the same for everyone, but for me it was. And I guess it's a great way to show your leadership skill, your sense of responsibility for your community, and basically your desire to do like welfare for your fellow ECS students as well. So definitely consider like applying for the positions, and we want really brilliant, creative, and like passionate and like willing to work hard. You may not know all the skills that you need to be a successful officer, but that's why we have the training period where people like me and the other officers like Mira, Kirtana, Jared, and others who have spent a lot of time with IEEE will guide you through it and like help you with all the resources you need to be a successful officer. But to keep the organization growing and basically thriving at UT Dallas, we need your participation in this. So yeah, I really encourage you and urge you to like apply for the officer positions. Let's move on from this to the next slide. Jared, one of the coolest VPs, will take over for this slide.
1 out of 2.
One out of 2.
Hey guys, I'll try and keep it a little brief because Faiz likes to ramble and we're past an hour mark. Faiz, I love you. So one of my other roles as VP, I actually help head the IEEE robotics team that I'm quickly mentioning. Right now, it's kind of in purgatory because of COVID. So any of you guys interested or sound interested in more robotics things, stay tuned. We'll try and update you. That may not be coming around for a semester or two. Just wanted to do my due diligence for that club. But for membership's actually a great thing with IEEE. As you've been seeing all these wonderful events we're putting on, a lot of them are limited. We only have so many resources we can give out, but they're giving out, these great things like $50 worth of swag from TI, potential jobs through TI. Like these are amazing opportunities that we want to give to the people that are the most passionate and the ones that are actually, we want to make sure we can ensure the best are getting these opportunities. So the membership, one of its great benefits of this membership is you get priority into certain workshops like with tech, like the TI events, as well as Forge projects that Vedanta does a great job putting on. These are all great resume builders, as we mentioned before, and that priority is a great benefit. You also get extra raffles and members-only swag that we're putting out because a little extra money lets us do extra things for you guys. You also get a T-shirt. So this membership slide is only applying to people that aren't a member yet. I'll get to it, I promise. You also can include the IEEEUTD resume portal on our IEEE website, which is something that's actually under the Forge project getting a nice makeover. You get access to exclusive networking events, as you can see in this beautiful picture of all of us here. Right now, they're obviously going to be virtual network events, but they're still fun, they're still great, as well as our other virtual socials and some company tours. Once again, virtual. I want to keep pointing that out. If you were a member last semester, your membership for this semester was free. You get to keep that, obviously. You didn't get all the stuff you were promised, and we understand, so we're keeping that through. The t-shirts we can't quite give out yet because obviously with university policy, we're not allowed to see any of you guys in person, even through drive-bys and such. So stay tuned. If you're graduated, contact us. We'll figure it out. But if not, just stay put. We'll talk to you as soon as possible. If you're not a member already, this is a great thing to look at. Like I said, with all these benefits, it's a $15 fee, and this is separate from being a part of IEEE. This is like a premium. It's a FIA's OnlyFans, if you will.
Oh wow!
So I think it's a great thing. Just talk to us if you have any more questions. If not, yeah, I think I covered everything for membership, right?
Yeah, everything.
Cool.
Thank you, Jared. Yeah.
Of course.
So as we mentioned, like the TI recruitment event, our members actually got like a 24-hour got news of the event 24 hours ahead of everyone else. So they had a priority registration for that event. And we're constantly doing like a little things here and there to like support our members in different ways. The money we get from this goes towards like serving the IEEE community and the IEEE members. The shirt itself actually costs a lot of money. So the goal of this is not to like create generate revenue or something. It's to create like a more close-knit community who are more involved with each other. And we will soon have a member-only Discord channel as well, where you can like just form groups or meet other fellow members. So yeah, exciting things are awaiting. We are almost at the end of the presentation, actually at the end of the presentation, and we're going to be doing the raffle now. Can we go to the next slide, Mira? Okay, sorry, I was looking at my slides, which are actually not being controlled by Mira. Okay, that was pretty dumb, but thank you, Mira, for going to the next slide. Mira, do you want to say something before we end? Because I know you haven't gotten a lot of things to say, but if you want to add anything to our meeting, I want you to take over right now.
Yeah, hi guys. Before we end everything, I just want to say thank you guys all for attending our meeting. Just being here means that you're showing some engagement with your UTD community, and I encourage you to keep that engagement up throughout the semester. While everything is virtual, we are, like all of the organizations that presented here today and us too, are trying to bring you guys the best possible productions that we can. So I encourage you to continue to maintain your engagement with IEEE and all the other organizations on campus, and just be a part of this community.
Thank you, Mira, for adding that. That's excellently put. So we're going to be doing the raffles right now and announcing the winners. So we will pick 3 lucky winners who have basically liked us on social media and signed in. So let's go back to the sign-in sheet for like a minute before we actually announce the raffle winners. Rishabh and Muntasir, are you guys ready with the list and the random number generator?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, perfect. Let's give like a minute longer for them to sign in, and I'll write it in the chat too. Or
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, go ahead, Muntasir.
So far, we have 107 responses. So I think there are around like 140 people here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'll wait. I'll wait until that kind of fills up.
Yeah, we'll just give them a minute longer, and then we can just announce the winners.
Sure.
And at the end of that, we'll have like 2 or 3 more minutes for taking questions. You can just ask your questions at the YouTube and in the YouTube comment section. And if you want to be a member, you have seen the procedure, and you can even ask questions about like the membership thing as well.
Julie, do you want to show off your dogs the next 20 seconds?
Yeah, that would be actually a nice buffer.
They were adorable.
One left, but I can grab her.
Aww.
Also, if you guys want confirmation that if you're a member or not, you can email me or any of the other officers.
Yeah, you can also ask us on Discord as well. So I hope people got a good look at the Venmo for Julie, but we can have that up actually at the end as well. So
and everything's also on the website.
Yeah,
right?
everything's on the website
So
too.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to be a member, there's plenty of ways for you to be a member. I think that's it. Let's generate the winners, Rishabh and Madhusur.
Sounds good. I think Rishabh's handling one of the last winners. So
Okay, sounds good.
I'll just leave
So
it
the
to him.
winners will be getting a gift card to one of the restaurants like Sonic, Subway, or Starbucks. We'll contact you and you'll have a choice of like picking whatever gift card you want, and we'll be sending you like the code because that's the virtual thing to do, I guess. Oh, Julie.
Okay, I'm ready. So based on the Google sign-in sheet, we picked 3 winners for a gift card raffle. And so those 3 are Jose Pablo Castillo, Bryce McFarland, and Jocelyn Ruiz. So I guess we can
Can you write the names on the comment section? Or Vedansh, is there
Yeah,
a way to display the winners? Maybe in
it's probably best if you guys send it on Discord.
Okay, if we send it on Discord? Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds. I just wanted to make sure like they're here, but we can probably like try contacting them. Or we can just pick someone else if they're actually.
I guess we can just send them an email.
Okay. They put in their emails too, right? In the check-in sheet? Perfect. So we will be sending you emails and with the code for your like gift card. So that's a wrap. Thank you everyone for attending. There's nothing more we want to discuss, but if you have any questions, we'll spare like 2 more minutes for you to ask any questions regarding membership, any of the committees, recruitment, or anything. And the recruitment application should be up on our website announcement as of right now. And I need to figure out a way to do something fun for this 2 minutes that we wait. I don't know. Any suggestion, guys? Watch Julie's puppy. That's interesting as well.
Yes, that's we should.
Okay, let's see. What questions we have? Okay, someone says all 3 of them are here, so that's perfect. Someone was it's a good day for the dog. When is the payment due for membership? So you become a member when you pay. It's effective from that date. So the sooner you pay, the better because it's for a semester. So if you pay halfway through the semester, you only get halfway for the membership. So the fee is the same. So the earlier, the better. In the meantime, can we have the membership slide up, Mira? So as I explained again, like there's no deadline for membership. It's just the sooner you pay, the longer you get to experience the benefits of becoming a member. Can I get the QR code for the TI resume workshop? So you'll be getting an email as well for the workshop itself and also an email of this slides where you can scan it from. We're not gonna go back to the slide right now. Oh, speech. I thought I was giving a speech so long, but okay. So thank you, Arjun.
Don't encourage him. He gives enough speeches as it is.
Yeah. I think preparing speech is probably a good way to go about it, but I kind of feel like let my emotions do the triggering and be spontaneous. But yeah, so maybe I'll consider that later. But it's great. Any other questions? Yeah, thank you, Lisa. The events committee, Rishabh, Muntasir, and the events committee put in a lot of work to make the slides look nice. And also Mira did a good amount of job in like having the officer portraits up. Does being a student member of IEEE parent organization provide any membership or resources for the local chapter? So yeah, if you're, that's a very good question. So if you're a member of the actual IEEE national section, send us your member number through email and we'll be sure to add you to the list. So you will get the benefits, but you will not get the shirt. Vedansh, 4 job applications come out next week. Is that it?
They'll be emailed out sometime this week.
Okay. What's the time commitment like for Forge? That's a good question too. Maybe you can host an interest session or something like that to go over like the details.
Yeah, we can do that. Also on the IEEEUTD website, there is a FAQ on there. But in general, time commitments vary depending on what project you're working on.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Okay, thank you, Fernando, for attending. Yeah, I think that's a wrap. I think we don't have more questions. Well, it was a good meeting. Thank you guys for helping me host this event. And thank you to the events committee once more for creating such beautiful slides. And let's look forward to a great semester. And just, although it's virtual, I hope we just like don't miss out on anything. I will miss out on the boba events, but what can we do? That's something. So you guys have a good night. Thank you all.